All right, it's what is it? It's like December or something here. It's December 3rd, about 9 o'clock at night. Um, this is kind of interesting. I feel like it was worth making a video. Is just pretty much the weakness of the Australian dollar. Um, the pound Australian was was a better trade, but I just happened to be my trade happened to be U.S. Australian because of the setup. So let's just take a wider view at the market here. Obviously, it's in this huge downtrend, and this is on a weekly chart. I actually did short this way back up here, and I got out like, I don't know, somewhere in here, and left all that on the table. But this is weekly. If you click down to the daily, you can see it's not. It looks a lot different on the lower time frame charts. You can see you really you gotta have nerve to hold out through all this. But anyway, try to gather my thoughts here. So basically, Fibonacci retracement from this swing down to this swing. You see, it got the 50% retracement here. Just click out to the monthly real quick. You see what's going on in the monthly. If it can get past this level, it should get down to here with no problem. That's pretty huge trade. It's like 700, almost 800 pips. But let's focus on what's going on right now. You can see it broke this structure level, just kind of messed around for a while, and we just got some negative news out of Australia, and I had shorted right here. My stop's already to break even. But just from my experience, I see this, and I feel like it's done doing this, and it's going to continue down. So definitely looking for a target of somewhere right in this area. Like 250 pips. And if it can get below that, like I said, it's got about 800 to go. So we'll just I'll keep you updated, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, let's see what's going on with this trade. This is Australian US dollar again. I'm on the 15-minute chart. You can see on the news release we had the good push. And also I just wanted to show this, like this like this flag. You can see how it just like retraced right up to this recent level of resistance, and then it just rolled over and continued going. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. So like I was saying before, it was 4-hour chart. It looked like it was done doing all this, and it was time for it to continue in this downtrend. That's why I decided to hold the trade. Sometimes you just gotta kind of feel what the market is doing, or what it's gonna do. On the daily chart, you can see it. It should definitely make it down to this level at some point. It's only Tuesday. This is on the weekly chart, and if it can get past this little area right here, it should make it down to that pink line. That pink line is just some monthly support area. You see there's some here and here, some right here. So there's this kind of zone. I'm not saying I'm going to hold the trade that long, but I do think eventually it'll make it down to that. And if it can make it past that, it's pretty much just going to keep going. So we'll see what happens. I just want to give an update on the Australian US dollar. It's Thursday morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. London market's been open an hour. You can see what I was talking about. Let's go to the 4-hour chart here, where it in this range, and it broke the range, and here is the bottom of the range, and it came right back up to retest it. Now, I was watching this, and I could have clicked out at this round number right here and then wait for the retracement and to get back in, but just as far as consistency, I just would rather let the trade work itself out instead of trying to capture as much as you can. But I just did a Fibonacci from the low to the high, and it also falls right in the 618. And also, this looks like a nice ABCD pattern. If I'll show you what I mean by that. Right here's the 1618 extension of that Fibonacci retracement. So I got this little line here, and if you just take it and then you move it down from the top of the retracement, and it hits right on the 1618 retracement. So that's where I have my take profit set. And then if we go out to the daily chart here, 1618 falls, right in conjunction with this structure level here. So that's a great place to take profit and see what's going to happen. Also, let's go to the 15-minute chart. You can kind of see also, like I was saying, it had this little retracement triangle. You respected this little bit of structure, and you get another leg down. Same thing. You had this retracement forming a triangle, and you can see it. It broke through and gave a quick little retest, and hopefully we're going to just get another momentum move out of this. And if not, I might think about closing it out early. That means that the trade could be running out of steam, and there's news. There's quite a bit of news today and tomorrow. So I just want to give the final update on the Australian US dollar. Actually, just woke up. I got out of this trade. I didn't like it this morning. There is actually a pattern setting up here. I'm not going to go into that, but I got out right about in here. I just didn't like what was going on, and then obviously you can see it retrace. That doesn't mean it's not going to keep going down, but I'm not going to wait it out. So I think it was about 110, 120 pips. Not too bad.